Phillips Adventures. It's a good question. Why do you think Bezos and all these wealthy people haven't gone ahead and just dump a quick 100 million or 1 billion? Do you think they really don't know as well, or are they waiting? I would say a couple different things on that. That is a good question. I think a lot of people are wondering that. But my answer would be I'm pretty sure Bezos, I'm pretty sure Buffett, I'm pretty sure Gates. I know, what's his name? Tim Cook. He's a Bitcoiner. I know that they have Bitcoin. They just have there's a lot of people who pay attention to them, and I don't think that they want the average person to be buying Bitcoin yet. Although Tim Cook, Tim Apple, as Trump calls him, has come out publicly and said that he owns Bitcoin. But the other thing too is they don't need it, right? They don't need to buy Bitcoin. If you got $1 billion, you're going to have a pretty hard time losing that $1 billion. If you got a million, like it's the millionaires who should be really paying attention here, because there's going to be a lot of millionaires today in fiat land in the current system who are not going to be millionaires in the future, because not every millionaire is going to be able to get to one Bitcoin. But you might not even need one Bitcoin to be of that same kind of status as a millionaire. I think if you're a whole coiner today, and I don't think there's going to be many more whole coiners coming down the road. I think that that's only going to go down. That we pretty much peaked for the people owning one Bitcoin for the most part. But I do think that billionaires are going to be fine. Millionaires are going to be, their head will spin one day when they realize that they can't even afford one Bitcoin. Because if you think about it, I mean, this is how you have to think about it. Like a millionaire, somebody who's got $1 million. I'm sure there's people watching this show who know a millionaire or two in their life. But how much of that million is actually in cash? Wealthy people do not hold their wealth in cash. And so they might have out of $1 million, they might have 50,000 in cash, maybe. The rest is in stock market, real estate, bonds, all that bullshit. So it's not easy for even a millionaire to just go out and buy one Bitcoin today. Even at that, let's say the best case a millionaire is $50,000 in cash. Even if they decide to dump 100% into that, they would still only end up with half a Bitcoin right now. And I don't think they're in the business of trading the other assets because they haven't put in the time to understand Bitcoin yet. So for people like Bezos, Gates, they don't care. $1 billion, they wake up one day and Bitcoin's $100 million, they can still buy a couple of them. Like, they don't care. they don't care. If you got $1 billion, you're never going to have to worry about Bitcoin again. It's not something that you think about. There's a huge difference between $1 million and $1 billion. Basically, $1 billion. So it's something that we can't really understand in our minds. But I think that's why. They just don't need to know. That's what Saylor's been talking about too. Bitcoin is for people who need to know. Bezos does not need to know. Although I'm sure he has some, but yeah, it's not in their benefit to tell people about it. That's what you got to remember.